you guys talked about your process from beginning to end, and you touched on this a little, but maybe in a little more detail. So for you, Russ, for someone who's starting wash, dry, fold, what are sort of the basic supplies, materials, and technology that they need to have on hand to get started? And in addition, what kind of storage space?
This storage is definitely a challenge. We were very fortunate in our first store that burned down. We took over one of the little spaces, or 700 square feet, I guess, space next door, and that is our fluff and fold area. We've had another store that had an office smaller than this area that I'm sitting in. So you do have to get creative sometimes when you're in a smaller store that you're adding fluff and fold into. I mean, maybe in some markets it's different, but I would say definitely keeping it out of hands reach from people is important. I mean, you don't think anybody's going to steal, and then they do. But I would research heavily on what point of sale you're going to use. There's a lot of options. Definitely look at what's available. Talk to people on the Facebook forums, the CLA forums, somewhere to kind of get some suggestions, and do multiple meetings to get how the software works. And then I would say our biggest thing that we've been doing in the last probably year and a half is really trying to get more organized with where we're getting all of our supplies, because when we started it was just 2 stores, so I could go anywhere and I was doing all the shopping. Now at this point, if I have to go shopping, it practically takes a day, and I need 1 or 2 vans to do it. So now I'm trying to find all the places that I can source from that can ship. Sam's Club, Costco. If you're just doing a smaller starting up, obviously when we get into our facility, we work with a chemical company and they deliver weekly. But Sam's and Costco is probably the most universal across the country for most people, and both of them will ship business for free over a certain amount. So try different brands. Again, you don't have to be hooked to one brand at first, but I would start to figure it out. In the beginning, customers are only aware of kind of what they're used to seeing, what they see when they walk through the grocery store. Doesn't mean that's what you have to use. Just be able to explain what you're using and where they can look for more information if they would like or not, and have a regular detergent, a hypoallergenic detergent, and at least 1 softener. We used to do more. We're simple now. It's a regular detergent, 1 free and clear, 1 dryer sheet, 1 fabric softener. If you do free and clear, you're not getting fabric softener, you're not getting dryer sheets. And that works for us because again, as the customer gets used to you and gets accustomed to what the service is, then they don't really care how it's processed. When they first come in, they think they know what they want because of how they do it or what they're used to. But if it's folded very nice and it smells good and you're getting stains out or whatever, they don't generally care how it happened. That's why they're using you. They're eliminating that from their schedule. So we focus heavily on the customer service side and the quality control, and the rest just kind of falls into place when you meet those ones. But fluff and fold is very easy to, people make mistakes. You mix orders, you lose an order. I mean, anything can happen, especially when you're in your laundromat with regular self-serve customers. Colleen touched on it, like she likes a max coming in every day in the store, because you start going over a certain amount, and if you don't have extra staff there, it is very quickly, customers think they use this dryer and they were actually over here, and they'll be like, somebody stole my stuff, and it's like, now it's actually over here. But they'll do the same thing with the fluff and fold order. They'll take the fluff and fold order and walk out the door thinking it was theirs, and now we've got their stuff, and they might not look at it for days. I mean, you just never know. The list is endless. So it is important to not get too much, especially if your main business is self-serve. Make sure you're not upsetting your self-serve customer just to try to start this new avenue.
So Colleen, anything to add as far as supplies, materials, like the things that you really need to have to get started, and storage?
Yeah, I'm gonna touch on that storage, because we vastly underestimated how much wash, dry, fold space would take and how secure it needed to be. Especially if you're gonna do two at the same time, right? You're gonna do the delivery people, and you're gonna have, and that goes out every day, every morning at 8, right? And you've got your wash, dry, fold that are gonna walk in, and you've got the mix, people who had it picked up, oh my gosh, I need it before they can bring it back, I gotta come pick it up. So where are those stored? And we use these U-line rolling metal racks with the canvas covers that have a little lock on them. They're not, they're zippered, and so customers we might roll them out for the driver to use, that we put all the to-go orders on there by the big garage door, but customers can't see it, can't get in it.
Can't steal it.
Right, and then those can just go back into the storage room when the outgoing are done for the day, right? And so that gives attendants someplace to put the to-go order in the reusable bags, whatever they're in, to keep them separate from the pickup, the walk-in people. The other thing I would say is, when you're setting up for wash, dry, fold is, and I think the pandemic brought this out for a lot of folks, is how are you cleaning this space you're working in? If you follow protocols for commercial laundry, you've got a dirty area and a clean area. So to the best, I think, of everybody's ability, we really need to take some of this to heart. If you've got a table where you are pre-treating and in-processing soiled laundry, have a cleaning protocol that has to go in between now folding laundry. So we have two areas, and the soiled area never sees clean laundry, and the clean laundry doesn't see soiled laundry. But if you're using the same space, you've got to build into your training protocols how to disinfect and clean. And I think some of our customers have become very aware of that. They want to know what we do to protect their laundry. And then again, technology, same thing. Do your research, find what works for you, and that you find easy to train your attendants.